for people just starting off, I should just look at it in a week by week basis, because it gives more, it's more relative to your life. So
Hey guys, welcome back to the Mic'd Up podcast. So if you guys didn't know, I'm really into sleep and productivity, and my friends will know I sleep around like 10. So you can't get me after like 10. I would say like, I'm going to sleep. Please don't disturb me. That's my me time. And I wake up super early, like 6, 7 o'clock. So today we have Nicholas on our podcast. Hi Nicholas.
hey guys, what's up?
Yeah, he's actually going to discuss with us on sleep and productivity and how to get the most out of your sleep, how to lead a productive lifestyle, because especially with this CMCO everything, we need this more than ever, right? So Nicholas, take it away, a little bit of your backstory into what you're doing, just for our audience to just understand.
Yeah, sure, Elton. I just want to start off. First thing, I think we can be great friends because I sleep at 10 p.m. as well.
Yes.
Wake up around the same
Finally,
time.
I'm not the odd one out, you know.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, you sleep so early, are you serious, kind of thing. Yeah.
Why do you wake up so early?
Yeah, why the hell you wake up so early? Yeah.
I know. A bit about me, yeah. Right now, I'm a final year medical student in Masa University. That's my degree. On the side, I'm a certified personal trainer. Okay. My niche is that I'm a behavior change specialist. So my expertise is in upgrading the behaviors of my clients so that they can live healthier and more fulfilling lives. On the side, I have an online coaching business for clients who can't work with me in person due to location or timing.
Right,
Yeah,
just to
what I
quickly
do.
interrupt you for a while. You said you're doing medical, right? So how does coaching come into play? Like how does it? It doesn't seem like something someone with a medical student would do on the side. So how did coaching come to you?
It's not. It's very crazy. I don't recommend it. It's a lot of stress.
Especially
But
your
okay.
medical student, right?
Oh yeah, man. It's
Layered
insane.
on.
The study load is crazy. Yeah, how this came along, it's not related actually. I was quite into gym just for myself and working out. No particular reason prior to starting my degree, and the wait time between college and uni was quite long, 9 months.
Right.
So I took my PT certifications. Then I got certified. There was a gym that was open nearby my house. I started working there. I just thought it would be a side gig, really. Just side gig, teach some classes, train a few clients in
Just
the
to get
weekend.
extra bucks on the side.
Yeah. Just I wasn't dreaming big, and I thought, okay lah. After my first year, I would quit because I thought everyone told me in medicine, you're just gonna collapse.
The load's gonna be. But when was the that aha moment that I said I want to be serious into this coaching thing?
Oh man, after like. There was no aha moment because I was like studying from like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Okay,
Right.
so that was the time in campus, and then I would come to the gym to work from 5 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
And you just gradually just came into it.
It just seamlessly set in. And okay, to answer your question, like when was the aha moment? There was no aha moment.
There was no harm. Okay, yeah, actually,
it just is. And,
it just came lah.
It just came, and I realized now I was like, okay, like 4 years plus on, and I'm glad I didn't think through with my initial doubts because the journey has been rewarding. To work with many groups of people, that kind of experience you cannot get in a classroom.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And
so no relations. It was a side gig. It's still kind of it. Yeah, but
it's somehow from a side gig, it came into something that you knew like it is something that actually kind of works and I'm doing pretty well at it, and you put in more effort into it.
Yeah, and that's I guess what we're gonna talk about today, and how I learned to manage the sleep and productivity.
Yes. All right. So especially we went through one phase of the MCO, and everyone had like kind of a phase where you're super unproductive. I feel you either like just laxing away, not okay in a productive standpoint, you're not doing your work, you're just watching Netflix kind of thing. And from a physical standpoint, we are not working out at all. So it's either you are fit as fuck or you are fat as. I went through that two phases in the whole MCO, so kind of understood that. So okay, from a productivity standpoint, what would you think be better off? You see, working at night or in the morning? Not working out, but in general, just working, because some people say, I'm a night owl. I do things better at night. And some people say I work better in the morning. So from a productivity standpoint, not a health standpoint, what do you think?
Okay, productivity standpoint, okay, for me, I'm a morning person for sure. I do all my deep creative stuff before everyone else gets up at home, because that's when I get disturbed after that. Productivity standpoint, it really depends what your how to say, your chronological type, what your body clock is like. It's for sure me and you, we're the early birds for sure. So we have to use that to our strengths.
Yeah.
And then at the other end of the spectrum are the night owls. And to be honest, there's no good or bad. There's many research has shown that these are proven ends of the spectrum. So it's good to know where you are and then invest your efforts into
at the right
which
time.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
But okay, so from a productive standpoint, there's no difference. It's totally up to you. But what if from a health standpoint, we come and look at it, does it really affect your health? If you wake up super early, or if you're a night owl, or if you just don't have enough sleep?
Yeah. This only affects your health if your sleep is reduced. So if you start your day at 6, you should be getting 8 hours sleep before 10 p.m. You should be sleeping, and then you're fine. Opposite end, if you want to sleep late, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. to get your work done, you should also sleep 8 hours. That way, your health won't be disturbed. Your health only gets affected. Usually, what I see in most people, they are the night owls, and then they have to get up early for something as well, for like uni or for work.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I have read articles which says, yes, you can sleep for 8 hours, you might feel good, but the quality of sleep is different because humans, we tend to react to light kind of thing. So in Malaysia, sun time tends to rise around 7.
Yep.
So theoretically, you're sleeping for 4 to 5 hours only, because at 7 o'clock, you are asleep, but your body ain't in a deep sleep kind of thing. What do you say about that?
Okay, if you need to sleep more in the day, I invested in the curtain, the full
The blinds.
full dark blind. Yeah, you need to. It's if not, yeah, like you said, the natural light will wake you up.
So
And
it's like most of us, our house, we don't have something like that. All right, we have normal curtains. Sunlight just comes in. So in a sense, we are just sleeping 5. If you sleep at 2 to 3 o'clock, you're just sleeping for 5-6 hours before you wake up.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, I guess so. Some people do it because of the situation, the circumstance doesn't allow them to sleep more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they don't sleep more, how does sleep really impact one's performance, like throughout the day or whenever they're studying in that sense? And I've seen some people, they use energy drinks to just boost them, caffeine. Over the long term, how does this go? Because I take coffee too. I wake up, I do my workout, everything. I have a cup of coffee and I go through my day. But that one is one cup of coffee. Some people have multiple drinks. What do you say to that?
I think sleep is probably the most important thing that determines your performance during the day. It's there's a direct relation. If your sleep is poor, your performance is poor. I feel that for myself. I see it in other people as well. I'm sure you've read some research that if you're running on like 6 hours of sleep or less, it's like you're living a day in a hungover state.
Yeah, that's true. I feel that sometimes. Sometimes you go out for a drink at night, you come back, you wake up at the same time. Your next whole day you feel like a wreck.
It's
right?
gone. Your day is gone. Creative mind is gone. Okay, talk about coffee and energy drinks. Okay. You say you take 1 coffee a day.
Around there.
Yeah, around 1 coffee a day. It's common. A lot of people do. It's quite okay, actually, for most people to take 1 coffee. But there are some people who take 2, 3 plus cups. Yeah, and it's not really good because then they raise the threshold of the caffeine dependence. and there's other side effects that come with overdosing on coffee as well. I understand maybe it's due to circumstance, but their lives would be a lot better if you can reduce the coffee bit by bit. Don't go cold turkey, you
Okay.
know.
So what if I have to choose between, let's say,
Mm.
having an energy drink like probably Monster or something, or have a cup of coffee? Which one which one would you say it's um, better or worse for your health in that sense?
Let me see, Monster or coffee? Okay, if you have the I mean the privilege to choose, I think it's good to alternate. Then you get different stimulants
Yeah, because
every
one
day.
is caffeine, one is sugar, like a
Yeah.
lot of sugar.
I say don't go too crazy on either. If you have the the benefit of choosing, just alternate. I think every 2 days coffee, another 2 days energy drink.
If you have the
Yeah,
option, sleep, just sleep, right?
but of course, if you
That's the best.
just sleep, just sleep.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
man.
if someone, okay, like someone our age, 18 to 25, they say, I can take it. It's okay, chill, man. I can sleep 5 hours, wake up, drink coffee, and let's go for the rest of the day. I can take it. I'm still young. What do you say to that?
Um, to be honest, I think I used to think the same way as well. I was working crazy days, coming home like 9:30. I had to get up at 6 the next day, and in between that, I had to study as well. After dinner, I had to study. So I'll be sleeping 12 a.m., wake up 6 a.m., repeat, repeat. And I work on weekends as well. And I thought I was indestructible because I felt indestructible. But then I decided to change my habits and put more emphasis on sleep. So to answer your question, you're not going to be young forever. These guys in that age group.
But yeah, you said there's
Mm.
one point you said you want to change. What led you to change? What, like anything happened or
Ah,
it was just a mindset switch?
yeah, mindset switch. Listening to more podcasts about from high achievers and top performers, they give so much emphasis on sleep,
Mm-hmm.
and eventually that got to me, and I thought, okay, I got to try this out because if not, I'm going to be stuck in a rut
But why
like
people
this.
say it's so hard? I cannot sleep early. My body just doesn't sleep. I try to sleep before 12, something like that. I just turn
Mm.
until 1 something. I cannot wake up early. It's just not in me. And productivity wise I'm not going to be productive in the morning. What do you say to people like that?
Okay, if you're having difficulty sleeping, it's probably that person's sleep hygiene is not good. You know, they don't have a good wind down or night routine. The last thing they do is they're looking at their phones, and then they see something on Instagram like, "Oh, you should sleep early." Okay, let me try to sleep early. But you just have blue light in your face, then
Yeah,
you're not gonna sleep
true.
on time. Your next question was, you asked if they can't be productive in the morning, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because they say, if you say try to sleep
Mm,
better, and because most successful people, they say they sleep earlier. And so, and if that person is a night owl, they said, if I sleep earlier, I won't be able to do my work as well in the morning.
okay.
Because we're trying to find a balance between having enough productivity and having enough sleep.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so if this person is a night owl, then just like I said earlier, they should sleep later in the morning. Don't bother trying to be a morning person if they know they're a night person.
Mhm.
There is no balance. You cannot be both, you know, and try to think you're super productive. It doesn't work that way. I know at night I'm not very productive, so I
Same.
don't really try. Yeah, I don't really
Okay.
try. I
Yeah.
don't, and I beat myself up for it. You know, yeah, same thing, vice versa. Don't try, really. If you're a night owl, just stay night owl. Sleep more in the morning.
Yeah. All right.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's regarding sleep and productivity. So now
Mm,
we move to the more performance aspects of productivity. So you're, as a coach, you
yeah.
have clients, everything. So how would you say is the best way to get the best out of someone? And a lot of us, we are pretty stubborn. We don't like change, and because change requires a lot of effort. So how would you say to get the best out of someone, or in a sense, get the best out of yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, no, nobody likes change.
True,
it's
same.
it's it's in the deep, you know, fundamental sense. Change means changing your identity, changing who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And no one likes to have that conversation with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
To answer your question, I just want to say to everyone who's listening, it's like every one of you has the potential to be someone or something better. So how to get the best out of yourself is okay, 2 steps. Number one is, of course, define the end goal, whatever it is, a fitness or a productivity goal. Just define the goal first. Step two, ask yourself this question, okay, what is the next best step you can take right now to get to your goal? I'm going to repeat that again because it's important. What
All right.
is the next best step you can take to get to your goal? Yeah, that's it.
So just step by step, little increments.
One step. That's it.
What would you say to people who wouldn't like, they tend to look at how I want to be? Like, yes, you need to have a vision of what you want to be, but they get demotivated when that thing is so far away from them. How do you just get that mindset where I should do this 1% a day? Because that's how I function. I follow the Kaizen mindset every
I
day,
see.
just 1%. You just have to be better than you were yesterday. That's all.
Yeah.
So that I don't beat myself up if I don't achieve that much in that day, because as long as I'm 1% better. So how would you say let people encourage people to just have that mindset?
Yeah. Okay. I think social media is the main culprit for this, because whatever you see online is perfection or something close to perfection, and you're always comparing yourself. Even like self-aware people like us, maybe we think we're not comparing, but deep
We
down,
do compare.
we do. It's deep, it's subconscious, man.
You're not gonna lie, man.
You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
So let's see. I think the rule of thumb here is compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not with someone
Yes.
else.
Always compare to yourself, right?
Always compare yourself. If a client comes to me and says, "Oh no, I'm not there yet. I'm so far from my goal," and I just say, "All right, let's look at all you've achieved so far.
Mm-hmm.
Let's compare yourself yesterday, or maybe figuratively speaking, 6 months ago.
All right.
How were you?" Yeah,
How would you say so? Oh, you good?
yeah.
Yeah. How would you say, let's say, so would you encourage them to just write down all their achievements because this is an activity that I did.
Mm.
Write down all your achievements that you have achieved in the last 1 year or 6 months.
Okay. You're asking, would I suggest it? Is it?
Yes.
It's good. It's good when you've done this for a long time. I can tell you have done it for a long time, so you can see the bigger picture
Mm-hmm.
of things. For people just starting off, I should just look at it in a week by week basis, because it gives more. It's more relative to your life.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I do with my behavior coaching with my clients is I meet them at the end of the week, and then we chat, and then I tell them, okay, what did you do good last week? And then they'll tell me, they note it down.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I ask, what could you have done better last week? And then I keep quiet. So I let them say it, usually. It's very open-ended questioning, because when someone says it out of themselves, it's more likely they'll follow through with
Right. Yeah.
what they say they're good. So yeah, 1 week at a time. Yeah, 1 week at a time.
1 week at a time. All right. So in the coaching industry, let's just say I feel like most coaches are older than us. Let's say it's in our late 20s, 30s, or either super successful people. They have created multiple businesses, few million in income. How would you say, why would people listen to us at such a young age? Why should they listen to us?
I think, I guess firstly, the main reason is we're being authentic here. We're not portraying an image of perfection. Like we just talked about the 1%, we don't like climb mountains every day and like, oh, we made it at the top. No, we just have small progressive progress at the end of the day. And why should people listen to us? We're in the younger 20s is because we're sharing our story. And I think the reason we're sharing our story is because we know this works,
Mm-hmm.
and we
Yes.
may not have the success or whether people be it by status, wealth yet, but I think we're developing the mindsets to get there. And I'm sure someone like me, I've read tons of books, listened to a lot of podcasts from people who already have achieved those statuses. Um, Hopefully, me and you, we can get there one day. And I think this podcast, like what we're talking about now, should be like a middle ground for people just starting off. I want people listening to think like, wow, these guys, they're just like us, and they're not portraying something perfect. They're very normal people.
It's
They're
not too
juggling
far
not
out of reach for them.
yes, yes, juggling very normal degrees like in Malaysia, in the CMCO right now, and they're making something happen with their lives. And I think we can as well, all of us in that sense. So I think that's why people should
Okay, I
listen.
got this question that comes into my, it just popped in.
Mm.
Okay, sometimes we who promote all this kind of personal development kind of things, do better, this kind of thing, might kind of come off a bit cringy, and especially at a young age, oh, you're just a wannabe, wanna emulate the success of those speakers. I've heard that a lot. What do you say to that?
Um, okay, the people who criticize us aren't looking to learn anything from us anyway. So like it's a lonely place to be for sure.
Mhm.
um, I think you among your group of friends, I don't think there's anyone in your close circle who's doing other things as well, running a podcast. Same like me. It's a lonely place to be. And what do I have to say for people who, give hate or criticize or say we're cringy?
Yeah.
Is okay, yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. Maybe we are cringy. Maybe we are born in better circumstances that let us do more, and we're not being empathetic enough. But the world is free media
Mhm.
nowadays,
Yeah.
and I want to use this free media to uplift people to the best they can be. And if you don't want to if you don't want to be part of that, that's fine.
Fine by you, right?
That's fine. Do your own
I,
thing.
I,
Just
I feel like,
keep up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I feel like the main thing you have to be is just be authentic, and most importantly, don't be a hypocrite.
yeah,
Because with
that's
social media, you can be saying one thing, and then suddenly I see you on your stories doing something else.
yeah,
But again, we have to draw the distinction that we are humans and we are entitled to probably a day off. Let's say me and you, we said we sleep early, we maintain a healthy lifestyle. That doesn't mean once in a while we can't go for a drink or sleep late, go out for parties, kind of thing. We're humans,
no,
we're entitled to have fun also, right? So
yes,
this is what I mean, like like hypocrites.
yeah.
Why? How do you see the fine difference between that?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, fine
Yeah,
difference. Yeah, there are some people on the media where they go over the top and thinking, oh, be super productive, or like
yeah.
yeah, you
The
can do more.
fundamental is different.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think the way you draw the fine line
Yeah.
is what you type in the captions usually and what you type in stories. For me, in the caption, I don't go on the extreme. I make it very relatable,
Mhm.
and most of my stories are like my day-to-day stuff,
Mhm.
quick and easy tips people can use because to show that it is y- the practical for everybody,
Mhm.
not just like someone like me or you. For all
Right.
these tips and productivity stuff, it's not just for people who know how to do it. It should be for everybody. So to avoid that fine line of being a hypocrite, I don't post stuff, or I don't advocate people. How to say it, they go on the extreme end. They say things like, "Oh, hustle! You should be hustling every day. Sleep is for the weak."
Yeah.
Um, stuff like that.
So is the distinction that you need to know that everyone is human. I'm putting this out. I'm trying to help you, and this is authentic. This is me. All right.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that's
Cool.
that's a distinction. Yes, yes, definitely.
All right. So now we are in the second wave of COVID, and we are again on CMCO. So
Mm.
what do you tell people on a personal level to? How do you get through all this uncertainty? Because let's say you run a small business, or let's say your class, you can't, okay, just to our student level, you have class and you can't really pay attention, your grades are slipping, you don't know what you can
Mm.
do, you feel helpless. What can you do to yourself to make you feel like valued kind of thing. Like I am still worth it. I can
Okay.
get through this.
It must be hard for students, like the students who only study as their responsibility now, because them not being able to go to campus and attending class, being with a social circle, can drag a lot of meaning out of their life, and it can very easily get into feeling depressed or a lot of anxiety. To answer your question, I say you have to anyone listening who's a student, I'd say first thing you need to do is separate what you can control from what you cannot control.
Yes, that's very important.
Right. So what you cannot control now is the CMCO for sure. You cannot control when this will end because it could be prolonged. What you can control is how are you going to give your best during the day with your studies or your business or your work. That is still within your control. And we're actually in a much better time than the first MCO, because the first MCO you couldn't go out.
Yeah.
You're stuck in your room with all your nightmares and anxieties. Now you could still go out to a cafe and just clear your head a little bit. And I suggest anyone feeling too stuck at home to just do that. Get out, maybe do your online class outside. Get a bit of feel the world a little bit, because this disconnect is what makes people so anxious and terrified of what's going to happen.
Yeah, take precaution too. Wear your mask and
Yes, of
distance,
course.
all those kind of shit.
Yes, guys, wear your mask.
Yes.
Scan the code and
we are not advising you to go out and get the virus, man.
yes, otherwise, but if you're feeling fine, stay at home.
Yeah.
Stay at home, okay? Don't go out if you can.
Yeah. It's the occasional, if you really, really need it. You feel like your mental health is deteriorating. It's fine to go out, but just maintain SOP.
Yes, please.
And then come back.
Come back. Avoid the malls. I think that's my advice for now.
Okay, cool.
So,
yeah. All right. You said you've been reading a lot of books and podcasts. So if you don't mind, actually, I saw this book on sleep. I forgot by who. But okay. So is there any books or podcasts that you recommend that people can go to just learn more or be inspired, kind of thing?
Okay. Let's see. Depends what topics you're looking for now. Are we talking about business? You decide.
Okay. Let's say for now we start with personal development. Just be a better person in general.
Personal development. Personal development is hard. Not many people have personal development podcasts. Let's say personal development in terms of productivity. Modern Wisdom podcast. Modern Wisdom. Okay. It's a British guy. He puts out 3 episodes a week. And so he's very productive in that sense. It's very good. Check it out. Yeah, I recommend. If you want higher level of self productivity, Tim Ferriss is good, but
Tim
Ferriss is good, but business oriented.
Yeah, business. I feel like Jay Shetty has a really good podcast. His voice is pretty soothing.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't listen.
He's a mental health. He's under the mental health niche. So in terms of productivity, some falls under it, but most of it is talking about the mind and how we live our day, kind of thing. Not so much productivity wise, but mental health. I feel is one that we probably could check out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah. It's
what
good.
About for books?
For books, okay. Same topic, right? Same productivity.
Same productivity.
Right? Okay. We've been on since we're on this topic, Atomic Habits, number 1.
Atomic Habits. Yes. Yeah, I've seen that book. I haven't read it, but I've seen that book. I've seen that book around.
Okay. Now I can tell you're living by the principles of it, at least half of the principles.
I feel like if you're already living by it, you don't really have to go read it anymore. But it's good to refresh once in a while, the kind of things.
Yeah. Atomic Habits. The author James Clear has a very good website, so his free stuff is very good as well.
Yeah, put it in the link. You can go check it out. Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits, number 1. Let me check my shelf on productivity. Okay, if you want, got this. This is a bit more overkill. how to be better at almost everything.
Everything. Whoa. Okay.
This is very good. It's about meta learning and learning how to learn. So as essentially you want to learn how to learn things
You want
so
to
that
learn
you
how to
can
learn
learn
things.
more, so that you can learn more things.
All
You
right.
know. So yeah, I apply a lot of these principles in my life as principles on generalism. So generalism means um, you're good at many skills,
Mhm.
but you're not a specialist in
All right.
anything. So yeah, those are my books. Yeah, I recommend them.
Oh, actually, if since you mentioned that, a lot of us now, last time we say we need to specialize in something. Before we end, last question. Sorry.
No problem.
Before we end, last time we talked about specializing. You need to know one thing
Hmm.
and be really good at it.
Hmm.
But with now, it feels like you have to know a shit ton of things. It's no more one thing because you're going to be required to do a lot of things. You can't just know how to do office work. You need to talk well. You need to be able to relate with people, kind of thing. Well, what do you think about that? And are schools really actually teaching that to us? I don't feel that, but I don't know. What's your opinion on this?
Great. I love the last question. No, schools are not teaching it, and this may sound like a criticism to schools and universities, but it's the truth. And I'm putting it out there because schools and universities function more like a business now,
Exactly.
not for the educational greater good of
The students.
the students. It was good for the pre-industry revolution,
Yeah.
where you should
just needed to
get a
know how to.
degree, get a job, work until you retire. It's not anymore. The times are changed. And now to answer your first question, no, you shouldn't be a specialist. Your job scope, whatever you're working, is going to change every year. You're going to, whatever you learn in university is going to be obsolete in a few
Probably
years
like
after that.
10 years. Probably even less than that.
Probably less.
Because especially the COVID thing, I feel like a lot's going to change once we go back to like normal.
Everything is changing. I think this COVID time, is the new norm. We're not going to go back to the old time. This virus is going to stay. My advice: don't specialize. Don't hope on that, because you're going to be very replaceable.
Yeah.
And
once that thing doesn't work, you are gone. You have nowhere else to go. Yeah.
You're gone. You should have many backup skill sets. Like yourself. I see you're doing a degree. You're being a videographer. It's skill sets that you can bank on.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the reality. We have to accept it. And
it's like how you're doing your medical and you are doing PT and coaching at the same time. It's all about the variety and being able to fall on different things when anything goes wrong. Being able to adapt, that's really important, especially moving on in this post-COVID. Not even post-COVID, we're still during COVID. During COVID kind of times.
Post-COVID.
Post-COVID. Oh my God. I wish, man.
We should upload this in like 2021. And it's like,
dude, I wanted to travel so bad. And
me too. At least like somewhere nearby. But man, oh shit. That's reality.
Right. So I guess we reached the end of the podcast. We have covered most of the points. So if you guys want to know more about sleep, productivity, or just PT or coaching sessions with him, he does everything. Not to mention it. So where do we connect with you? Is there Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram is where I'm most active. So
you're mainly on Instagram,
yeah? Yeah, at Nicholas Ng. So just
linked it.
Thank you. Yeah.
Nicholas Ng, all right. So any final words before we end this podcast?
I think, firstly, thanks for having me on.
Thank you, man. I like this kind of discussion.
Yeah, me too. And the fact that we're going to get other people to listen as well is an important thing. These kind of things need to be talked about more.
I feel like you should start a podcast now. Just do a weekly session on just different episodes. Like today, I'm going to talk about how you're going to improve your biceps. Make bigger biceps. Man. Get them girls.
Curls for the girls. Oh, that's so... So,
Dude, if you
Jimbo.
do that, I'm gonna claim that's my idea, man. I'm just gonna go in the comments. I said that first.
My
Oh yeah,
first
yeah.
episode, yeah, will credit you. Yeah, I think conversations like this should be the norm
Yes,
among people our
exactly.
age. You know, we
Mm.
shouldn't have to feel weird talking about things like this.
Yeah.
Um, I still do sometimes because people don't get me. So,
It's alright.
but
Yeah.
and I guess I hope that whoever listens to this is after this, what they can take away is that they have a non-negotiable attitude towards sleep,
Yes.
because and not wear a lack of sleep like a badge of honor. Like, don't post on your stories like, I only got 3 hours of sleep last night studying for my exams.
Mhm.
You know, don't say I'm so tired because I didn't sleep. Don't exaggerate. Don't make it worse. The problem is, and don't make it seem like a badge of honor.
Don't
So
promote it, you know. It's
don't
yeah.
promote it.
All right.
Not good. If you're not sleeping well, you're not living life
You know,
well.
you're not working, your body just doesn't function well.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Nicholas. So thank you guys for watching. We see you guys in the next episode. Hope we have you again soon, real soon. Hope to see
Yeah,
your
man.
podcast soon too. All
Thanks, man. Sure.
right. See you,
Okay.
man.
See you and see you.
Bye.
Bye.